Be a little bit of a different change for today. It's me and Chibs to the frantic RWBY watchers. So we're going to play RWBY, Grim Eclipse, and this won't be a playthrough, more like a discussion, kind of like a podcast. We're going to talk about episodes 1 and 2 today.
It's like, watch how terrible we are at this game while talking about the show. Yeah.
I mean, we'll end up talking about the game at some point, I'm sure, but like, this is primarily pure discussion and speculation about the show and also the fandom.
It's our reaction.
So, yes.
Like a reaction.
Which I already know Chibs isn't happy after episode 2. But so, well, let's go ahead and get started with episode 1. It was nice to see the entire cast back in action. I hit start, by the way, just to let you know. But it was nice to see the entire the entire cast back in action. Everyone enjoying their time off, quote unquote, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit play, Chips. There you are.
I'm working on it. There we go.
Let's go.
Okay.
But go ahead and hit down on the D-pad. I know you want to. There you go.
There you go. I feel so much better now. I feel like myself again.
But so it's good to see everyone, and it's good to see that a certain Crow is doing a lot more now.
Yes. Like,
what do you think is gonna happen with that shit fest? Because we saw the hands coming out in the intro.
Yeah, I think he's gonna like. Oh my God, how this works.
R2 is shoot, square is fast attacks, triangle is heavy. And you can combine fast and heavy.
So, anyway, before I got completely confused. So I definitely think Crow is gonna go through. I mean, you can already tell he acts really like maybe it's like depression kind of thing, but like he's letting his semblance get to him. Because we don't know, because like a lot of the semblances can possibly, they never mention semblances having downsides.
That's true. They never really mention much about the inner workings of semblance.
Because with each semblance being so unique to the person, I feel like there's a whole lot of mental part of it that, I mean, because Crows, for anybody who doesn't realize it or didn't know, Crow's is his semblance is misfortune. So it's not a semblance he can control, it just happens. So when he's in that's why when he's in battle, he fights better alone, because the semblance there reacts off of his opponent, not off of his teammates. And I think that mentality is going to get to him.
Yeah, because now he's having to fight with a team, and he learned that like they're going to stop at nothing to help him.
Yeah.
So especially Ruby and Yang. But I also think there's a combination of it with Oz, because Oz really hasn't let out a lot of information.
No. And Oz is kind of shifty.
Oz is being very shifty. So I'm wondering if like it's gonna be a case of like, in the end, it's a fight against both Oz and Salem, like two opposing factions kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess my thing is like maybe because the next episode they're really gonna get into who Salem is and why it's important, or why he's fighting with her. And part of me feels it may be like a lover's thing, like
a lover's spat.
Yeah. Oops.
But I mean, I agree. Hello, Angel.
I can't see the chat, so you're
yeah,
gonna have
and
to read
she's saying hello, Wolfie. LOL. Tackle, tickle, bear hug.
Done.
Oh, that's
a running joke between the two of us. This is the one time she's gonna get away with it. But no, yeah, Oz is being extremely shifty as of late, and now we have this grandma, who we know literally nothing about,
Okay, here's my thing about Grandma. Totally think she has silver eyes.
You think?
I think. I mean, that's the common fan theory that's going around right now and circulating. I kind of tend to agree. Why would she? Why?
But we know nothing, like next to nothing about her. Why would we instantly go to Silver Eyes? I mean, I get it because of the eyewear, but she said herself that she was blind, unless that was a flat-out lie.
Well, I'm going with everything as a lie so far.
Damn it, Ozpin!
That's my thinking. Is that everything is a lie, nothing is true.
Damn it, Ozpin! Is that kind of thought?
Oh yes, the Emerald Forest is filled with the ruins
but kind of like
kingdoms.
There's so many layers of
Dr. Ubik is always looking
story
to expand
and
Beacon's collection.
history that there's just so much to peel
I'll
back
add this to the
that
collection.
I think they might actually dive in the season about her in the history. If she doesn't have silver, I have a feeling she definitely knows about it. Like,
Yeah, she lets on.
She old.
She does seem like that kind of character that's gonna have like the all-knowing knowledge. You know?
I'm pretty sure I love the fact where she was like, "You think I'm useless? I'm a useless old lady."
I'm not a defenseless old lady.
Yes.
Minus my eyes and this, and
I
I think I see where you're coming from.
I think I see where you're going with this.
But like, my other question is why did she? Don't forget about team attacks with R1.
Okay, totally forgot.
Over here. Oh, never mind.
I missed it.
But yeah, no. She. But she willingly didn't go on the other train. She followed them. So yeah, she's definitely got some huge role in there. And
I mean, Ruby has her eyes to see, you know?
yeah.
So to me, it's like, she doesn't know what it is. All the older not battle masters, all the huntresses and hunters know what they are. I mean, the older ones do. So I figured, why wouldn't she have that well of knowledge to share?
Yeah.
You know? So.
But like, there's also the because while we learned a bit of it in season 5 about the curse, the quote-unquote curse of Crow and his sister, I forgot her name. Thank you.
They're birds.
I know.
Crow, Raven,
Raven?
they're birds. I love Nora so much.
But it's like we didn't understand like why that was placed on them.
Right.
It was a quote unquote gift and then a quote unquote curse for one.
I think didn't Ozpin explain that though? He said he was using them as spies against Salem.
Yes, as spies, but he didn't have to turn them into crows or ravens. Crow and a raven.
Well, birds. They're
The security
but
control center for this region
I think it
is
had
inside
to
that
do
cave.
with.
Go have a look, and maybe we can discover what
Oh
the
god,
problem is.
that was a thing.
You can't fall off.
I don't know, like it's hard to. I know, like I run off after. Oops.
Ow.
Skills. I don't know, like to me, it just seems.
This belongs back at
Okay.
Beacon.
I don't know. There's just a lot to really like chew on. They give you a lot to.
It's definitely turned into one of those shows where they drop
Smack you.
subtle hints everywhere and no one paid attention
Yeah, I
to
think
it.
we're getting better at picking up on them. I'm
Yeah.
getting better at picking up on them. Like, okay, can we just take a moment and appreciate the fact that in the first episode, when they were talking about the lamp and they were all sitting there enjoying like couch time, Nora was holding Ren from behind the couch. Okay?
What? I didn't notice that.
You
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, Ren was sitting on the couch and Nora had her arms around his neck and was just sitting there with like her head on his shoulder, and I was just like, yes, please, could you stop? You know what? You know what?
What?
Your character's dead, so, you know.
Aww. Who does that really hurt,
That's
though?
right.
Everybody.
Everybody, that's true. It even hurts me. Ugh. So,
But like, that's why I'm playing
Yeah.
Pyrrha, because Pyrrha is no longer present in the series. So I'm just like, someone's got to represent her.
Make sure your weapons are loaded and your mustache
I
goes.
almost picked John. That's not good.
But like,
So,
by the way, the
and
PC
you know what
version of
makes
this, by the way, the
is,
PC
like,
version of this game
Sean's
has the year skip. Jamie?
Oh, what?
Yeah, the PC version of this game has the
What do you
year
mean,
skip
year skip?
costumes and abilities.
Cool.
But
Can
anyway,
they, like, upgrade the console?
yeah, they have costumes that you can download. They have the school costumes. They have Jean in a dress.
I love it. I love Sean so much. He's my everything. He is when people talk about protect the baby, he is my baby. And I want nothing bad anymore to happen to him.
Can we agree that Jean is definitely coming into his own as a warrior? Like, Jean is pulling off some crap that's amazing now.
Oh god, oh god, I'm dead.
Where are you? No! Shibs, you maxed out too. Boop.
I need a max up.
You're level 10. I don't know if that's the max level or not.
I don't think so, because I still have lots of things to unlock.
Do you still have experience on the right though, on your icon?
I can't see it.
Where your ultimate bar and your aura is. Is there an experience bar there?
No.
Yep, you're maxed out.
No. Dang it!
I think there's a hunter rank that you have to upgrade by doing tasks.
Halfway point, team.
Hello, Ariel. Miss Ruiz.
That's a gaming experience.
But
Hello. Two people.
keep
I
attack.
also, okay, can we appreciate the Grim that got released in the new episode?
You're talking about the hybrid one?
Can or wow. Like, yeah, no, look, the Chimera, they're all Chimeras.
Yes.
But yes, they make me happy.
Like, we're seeing a lot of new Grims too. Oh shoot, wrong account, silly me.
I know,
Who is this?
Who did?
Ooh. Took too much damage.
Oh, girl.
Don't forget about your ultimates.
I won't. I just want to say, because the way mine works, I want to get a large group.
Ah, gotcha.
Because mine's more environmental kind of thing. Ow! Forgot how to block.
Oh, there's a bunch of them over here.
Don't look so shy.
I have the crowd clear ability for sure.
So, can we, I know this is like cheesy to talk about, but I am all about the ships.
Oh yeah. Well, you're the shit person, really, not me. But I will. You're all behind the what is it? The RWBY. What's the kid's name? I forgot his name.
Rose Garden. Oscar.
Oh yeah.
You're going to have to try
Oscar,
harder.
not Ozpin. I know it's creepy that people talk about Ozpin, but it's like Ozpin is old, Oscar is young.
Don't look
Ozpin
so
is
shy.
thousands of years old.
Well, and I get that, and I can appreciate that. Ow. Run away!
Come, bring him to me.
I got it. Well, it's kind of nice that I got the boost for my aura, so it just replenishes faster than it did before. But, yeah, like, Ren and Nora, obviously. I like Oscar. Not so much Ozpin, but Oscar.
Leave it to me.
Ooh, good
And,
follow-up.
let's see.
I'll return the favor.
What else? I liked Kira and John, but that was really
Yeah, that was ruined.
violently.
That was very violently ruined.
Okay, so here's another theory I want to discuss. I do not think Ty is RWBY's dad.
That's
or
a
is
hard
that getting
one.
a little too...
That's a hard one because there is proof that she is RWBY's dad, or he is RWBY's dad. She.
Where? Can you explain?
There are several situations, and it was stated that he impregnated both members of his team.
Because I always liked the cute idea that, like, Crow was her dad. Ow.
One less monster to worry about.
Crow?
You know, because the Crow and Rose were a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But because of fortune, he didn't, and Rose's death, he didn't want to jinx, you know, her die too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, that theory seems to fit well for me. And that Ty is actually her dad. I'll let it go, but like until I see a birth certificate, that's my theory.
You know, we probably won't ever see a birth certificate about that.
I know.
But
I died.
you
So
died
lame.
once. You're fine.
I'm the worst.
But it's going to be a case of, like, in the end, we're going to find out a lot of information come this next episode. A lot of information.
Yeah.
And fans are gonna, like,
Oh, am I supposed to hit blanket?
scream their heads off. Let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, I will screech. Because I feel like,
Another area, another
I don't know.
networking.
I always thought that Salem was a maiden,
For any clues about
but
who
that
we're
blew
all
up right in
talking
my
about.
face. When
You'll have to repeat that.
Start
My
the
headset cut
story.
out.
oh, sorry, that I said I thought Salem was the Winter Maiden because of the way they had drawn the Winter Maiden in all the stories. I was like, is she the Winter Maiden though? Then I realized that that's not the case.
Well, they did say a god, an old man, and then a goddess in another
This
version of the
belongs
story.
at the beacon.
So I'm wondering if,
You
like,
get to
there's...
break all the-
I'm wondering if Ozpin is the old man.
Oh,
I mean, that's a given, though. Now that I think about it, that's
Someone
a
that
given.
makes
He is the old man.
where are we going?
But we don't know Salem's full... This was an area just to get extra stuff.
Oh. I knew that.
You
Okay,
totally knew that. I believe you.
Totes. It's like I
Totes.
haven't played this game in like a year.
We haven't. We meant to beat it, and then you and I kind of just fell off the bandwagon for it for a little bit. But,
You fell off the bandwagon more than me.
well,
But I suck on this game with this game by myself. I can't do single player mode. I'm terrible. I need friends. But
I have no friends. That kind of thing.
love me.
These are more dangerous than the
But, oh, here's an annoying one.
It will spin
I want
before
to
it
see.
charges.
I can't.
While it's spinning,
I want to see more with
will
Ironwood
be disoriented
because
after passage.
he's
That's
awesome.
when
I want to
you
know
run.
that story.
I
wanna know the
want to know.
full story.
If
That
I
dude
want
went
a Penny
ballistic.
2.0. I want a Penny 2.0, if I'm going to be completely honest.
I
There's no
have a
excuse why
feeling
there
that's
can't
going to happen. I have a very suspicious feeling that that's going to happen because Penny, yes, was a robot, but that doesn't mean her memory couldn't be salvaged.
be. Well, that and the way okay, if you look at the way Ironwood treated Penny, like Penny was his child.
Yes.
So, and with any father, you know, they want their baby back. And I totally, ow! That was
Ow.
rude.
Yeah, these guys hit
And
hard. Be careful.
I forgot. Oh god. Stop. So yeah, I think I want there to be a Penny 2.0,
Done.
but will there be? I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure there will be, because he kept dropping subtle He did drop some hints during season 5 with Weiss's whole
One
thing.
less monster to worry about.
He kept
When he was talking to Jacques.
Yes, he kept dropping all these hints that made people go, "What is he talking about?"
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure if we see a Penny 2.0, everyone's gonna like lose their mind.
Freak out? Geek out?
Yes.
Be super freaking happy? Because
What happened to Penny
loved
was
Penny.
a very unfortunate setup.
I know, but it's so... the memes that came out of it were kind of fantastic, though. That's like, today's episode, Pyrrha taught us how to turn Penny into quarters.
Ah.
It was bad. It was pretty bad. But it was also kind of like the sick, twisted part of me with the humor, though. Was like kind of happy about it.
You're like me. You have that dark sense of humor, and you're just like, ha ha ha.
I'm like, oh, that hurt my soul, but that was kind of funny.
You're going to have to try harder than that.
But like,
I knew we could do it.
oh hey, another one of these.
What?
Yoink.
This belongs
Relic.
back at Beacon.
That'll never get old for me. I'm queen of the
Never,
castle.
ever.
But yeah, there's a lot to be said about Penny. Until she becomes Pennywise, that'll be a different thing. But yeah, Penny.
Yeah.
That was a very unfortunate series of events, and I hate that they set up Pyrrha with that.
Especially because it was like, I think maybe because I saw Penny as like this beacon of innocence and sweetness, and then she just gets like cut to pieces. And
It's
like,
not cut to pieces. It was crushed.
No. Pyrrha threw her blades back and literally cut her into pieces.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched that. I gotta rewatch that.
Bruh. How dare you? You can't even remember how one of the greatest
I know
players
it's a
died.
stretch, but maybe you operate that mechanism.
No,
to
she
extend
was...
the bridge.
Because, remember, Emerald twisted Pyrrha's vision? So she thought she was seeing this whole wall of blades when it was really only like her 5. She threw it, she used her polarity, threw back the blades, and when she did, instead of cutting her with the blades, the fish wire that she had sliced her.
Happy hunting.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. Now, yeah, that was...
I have a very vivid memory of traumatic events with fictional characters.
Yes,
Don't worry about
I know. There's a certain, Garrus,
it. Shh. Don't talk about it.
It happened, Chi. You have to accept it. But...
You know what's kind of nice?
What?
Is that I love this hammer. Like, if I could get, like, a replica of her hammer,
You can.
I would.
You can.
Really? Where?
Yes. It's called Amazon and Indie Blacksmith.
I would build a shadow box and I would put it in it. Like, is it like like handled, like her handle form or the rocket launcher form?
In the handle form. I believe you can like collapse it into the grenade launcher is what you're thinking of. Grenade launcher form.
Yeah. But
The only one that would have trouble getting changed into its gun form would probably be Pyrrha's weapon.
I'm just also
Because
kinda
if you think
nervous
of
about-
Ruby's weapon, it's just a fold. There's just several foldings.
Yeah.
Pyrrha's is like this piece flips back with this piece connecting, this piece gets in.
Crow's is crazy.
You mean the 3 different transformations for it?
Yeah.
The sword,
You got
the shotgun,
Yeah, you got the gun, sword, and yeah.
and then the semi-scythe.
Yeah. It's cool though.
It's a very cool
Like
weapon.
I like watching. I love watching him fight because it's like you said. Like it kind of went back to the first episode. Kind of nod to the first episode when he Ozpin was sitting across the table from Ruby in the interview, you know, from her saving the day.
Yeah.
And he tells her that her fighting style reminded him of a dusty old crow. And I was like, it was kind of nice to actually see them mirrored together, you know?
Yes.
So you can actually see where he taught her. and how much of her battle fluidity comes from.
Can we also agree that it's really nice to see RWBY using her semblance more?
Yeah, that's what that is.
That speed semblance.
I never realized. Yeah, I never realized that that's what that was.
Yeah, that's her
just...
semblance.
Yeah, I thought that, like, part of me, I know that's stupid. I just thought animation. I was like, you really can't, like, picture her doing that? And then I was like, oh. When they explained it that it was her semblance, the episode, the character short where it first kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you also gotta, you gotta love Yang.
Yang's semblance is just, I'm gonna go female Super Saiyan.
She's like, it's a little like
the original female Super Saiyan. Let's just go ahead and say that now, Yang.
Right.
Leave it to me.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know where the old ladies like and all that comes to play, but I definitely enjoy her. She's sassy.
She's very sassy, very silly, and it's worth it entirely.
I'm still alive. Like, did not realize you were even a thing.
Where the hell did you come from?
And who are you?
Why are you here?
I want to protect Sean so much. But then, you know, just to see him become confident, you know, is really great. Especially
confident, get a great sword out of Pyrrha's armor and equipment. That probably, like, I didn't realize that was Pyrrha's gear until until he made the statement. You didn't realize that?
Oh, he got it from an old. No, I knew right away.
Okay.
Knew immediately. Yeah, no, I knew that right away.
What's funny is the magnetism, like, they actually use the magnetism pieces in his greatsword. Which, well,
oh,
okay.
her polarity?
Yeah, they use her ability for, like, some of the polarity was from how she described it in the past. She described her polarity as being, she was able to put it into weapons and items too, which is why she's able to use her shield like she does. And because of that, they actually put that polarity in his greatsword. So the shield piece was put into the shield itself, his shield, allowing him to give a heavier hit. So when he swings down, that polarity's forcing it down as well.
Is that what that air is out?
Yeah.
When he was training? Or
yes.
Was that... Okay.
When he was going between the modes, you would notice that when he would swing, there's an extra little arc. Yeah, that's what's happening. Is that polarity's kicking in? It's very sad.
Still sad though.
Very sad.
Yeah. It's like it's so sad.
Kira!
He loved her so much. I know. It's like
he loved her
Come
at
back.
the end.
Well, I mean, I think he loved her. He just didn't realize it was that kind of love. You know.
Yeah.
Or maybe it, you know, like he feels stupid that he never saw her affection for him.
He never fully, even though it was blatantly obvious half the time. I'm not gonna let that slide.
Else?
I'm not gonna let that slide. Everyone else knew, except Jean.
Literally. Like, Nora even was trying to give her relationship advice at one point.
Nora and Rin, actually.
Right?
Nora, Rin, Blake, and RWBY saw it too at one point.
Right?
Oh, team attack. Oh yeah.
Huh?
Oh god. Oh god. Get him, Chibs. Get him, Chibs.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I love when the heart comes out. That's
the final shot.
Yeah. I win.
But
I win. I want to cosplay as Nora one day. Just to run around with a big pink bow on my butt.
it would not be hard to cosplay any of these people.
Right? And I think that's what's lovely about them. Too,
sorry, hang on. I had to point back at my friend who's chuckling. Shut it. It's pronounced cosplay. It's not cosplay. It's cosplay. Shut up, Matt.
Smack him.
Hey, Griefer. But I'm being told to smack you. But you have a migraine, so I'm not gonna smack you.
Oh. Well, when he's better, then smack him.
Okay, when he's better, I smack him. Alright, so that makes 6 smacks that he saved up so far. 7.
Alright. 7.
Shut it, Matt.
But yeah, I don't know. So many things.
There's
So
a
many
lot.
words.
Yeah, RWBY Griever. We're having a brief discussion today on RWBY, and after we're done with this, that'll be the end of the discussion. Because we've pretty much covered all the ground we could up to now.
Yeah.
Someone trying to capture Grimm?
Predictions? Any light
Like the
predictions
looks of this.
into
For now, let's just focus on the objective.
any of
Defend
this?
that control
I just
center
really
while
hope that
I undo the
RWBY
damage.
doesn't lose Crow.
Get ready.
Because
I think Crow's
That
about to
would be
lose
rough.
himself as well, because Crow doesn't know a lot about Ozpin either, and everyone's now about to learn about Ozpin and Salem. Some shit's about to go down, and it's not going to end well.
really,
I
really
want
don't
Jin
want-
to be
I
a
don't want-
mainstay character, though. No particular reason.
boobs.
Shut it.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is a sassy little thing, isn't she?
She's
Little,
pretty though.
little. I
think
can't say
the,
little.
She's definitely not little.
She is not little in multiple ways.
We're not gonna get into that because we're actually.
I was referring to the fact that she's a
Professionals.
gigantress.
We're a quarter of the way there.
Well,
Keep up the good
she's
work.
a Jin. Like, she's a genie. She's gonna be big.
And actually, that's something we didn't cover. She has 2 questions left. They just
Yeah.
used 1.
What was the first question?
Yeah, what was the
My
first
question
question?
is, what was the first question?
And
Yeah.
does that my
I wanna
question
know what is it.
my biggest question is so what? Oh god. The first question, and also when does the questions reset?
100 years.
Yes, 100 years, but 1 question was already asked. How many years has
But
it
no,
been?
like, well, I'm saying like they won't reset until after all 3 are used.
We don't know that though. They didn't say that. They said 100 years.
That's implied though.
It's implied, but that might not be the case.
She's-
It might be
She said you still have 2
implied.
questions this era.
Ah, okay. You know what? Very good point.
So. Oh god! Pyrrha! Oh god!
Pyrrha, what am I doing? What happened? What did you do?
Oh,
Where are you?
Leave it to
I'm
me.
dying where the giant group of fuckers are.
One less monster to worry about.
No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
You're going to have to try harder than that.
Forgot other things to do other
Just
things.
a little longer. We're
Ah! Okay. 4. We can do this. We can do this. We
Oh,
can do this.
4s.
Also, talk about something. Let's talk about the game.
Oh
How
yeah, the
thoroughly
game.
disappointed I am that there isn't more of them. That there isn't more added to it.
And I'm gonna stick with my
Come on.
guns on the fact that I believe there should have been a more Dynasty Warriors approach. Just keep the missions, keep the layout, but give the combat a Dynasty Warriors feel.
I've never
Because
played Dynasty Warriors, so I don't know what that
yes,
is.
you have actually.
Have I?
Yes, you played it with me actually when I was discovering SharePlay. It was
A long time ago.
it was a game. What was it? Tale of Arslan. Basically, when I say Dynasty Warriors gameplay, it's a horde of monsters or enemies, followed by like one big like general enemy or boss type monster,
One less monster to worry about.
and you just go ham. You don't stop. The only time it really gets hard is if you actually crank up the difficulty, in which case you actually have to be thinking about your strategy. But that said, I still think the groundwork for a good game is here. Like, there's definitely
Yeah.
groundwork for it.
I really would like to see more. Like, Dear Rooster Teeth Animation or whoever it is, production that made this, please. You did a really good. You set a really good foundation. Can we build off of it, please?
Better yet, if they're gonna build off of this, I definitely say if Rooster Teeth ever listens to this, which I doubt, they but I mean, there's the possibility that one day they will see it. If they're gonna do it, do a Tales of Zil-Ul on PS3. Look it up. It's a great game. It was made by the people who did Dynasty Warriors, but they handled it in an RPG fashion, and you had free roaming areas that you could go to from place to place, and you could change everyone's skill sets. It was really well done game. I could easily see this game working out in that fashion because you had 2 partners that would follow you around and you could switch between. Why not make it 4 so that way you could have your teams?
They lost their primary facility and chief staff members. They never recovered from the incident and eventually shut down.
So
which begs the question.
It was a very underrated game too, actually.
I've never been one for riddles and history.
But no, I would really like to see more more RPG RWBY games.
I know someone who can
I would really like to see that.
Onward to victory.
If we
Or give us an MMO.
Right? Or kind of like a fun build your own huntress or
Hunter or huntresses. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun, right there.
Pick your semblance out of semblances that are already, presented.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll stop here for the moment, but yeah, yep. Rooster Teeth, we just gave you 4 great ideas for games.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I'll take it.
Come on. And you just chuckled. Matt just chuckled back here. We just gave you 4 amazing ideas for games. Reach out to Koei.
Please.
Huh? There is a fighter game. No, I'm saying there already is a fighter game. They introduced Weiss and RWBY. I don't know if they introduced Blake and Yang yet, but there should be more characters on the way for that fighter game. It's cross tag battle something. BlazBlue, Guilty Gear, and RWBY. Oh, just have their own fighter game.
That would be fun.
Matt's making another great suggestion. Just like a great, because you could do that. You could easily do that in the style of. What was the game that we played where you could fly around, it was fairy based? You had your spirits that you had with you. You know what I'm talking about?
Mine?
No?
Sorry.
It was a fighter game. It had one girl, one maid girl with a giant sword. It had another girl who used yo-yos and rollerbladed all over the place.
Somebody in the comments section, please help him out. He seems to be struggling with whatever this is.
I know this game is real. I've played it with Matt before, and I played it with Jamal
as well.
I know. I just can't remember the game.
I'm asking the audience, the pups, for help if they have any ideas.
Arcana. No, you said it. It was Arcana Hearts. So, and the Griever said it too, actually. Arcana Hearts. They could do it easily in that style where, you can choose your semblance for each character just to mix up the combat style, But, again, there are several ideas. Take them, please. Make an even better game. I would like to play it.
I'll pay money.
You can take my money.
Is there a Kickstarter? Come on. Go fund me, man. Come on. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we got this for way cheap.
Where's that?
But yeah, so. But no,
I got it for free because you guys bought it for me.
I bought it for you. Yeah.
I got it the cheapest. So, who really wins here?
Because you're the only other RWBY fan I know aside from Carlos. Who we should probably bring into the next one, shouldn't we?
I don't know if he'll watch them.
I thought Carlos
I don't know what
watches
his
RWBY.
deal about them is.
Or I could bring in my coworker who watches it. He really
you can get the dance outfit. You can get the dance outfits on here.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. You can get the dance outfits. You can get Jean in a dress.
And the Beacon Academy uniforms.
But in the PC on the PC one, you can actually get the.
I also want him out of
dress. You can actually get the year skip. Or year 2 year skip or whatever it's called, the time skip.
I never realized that the shirt he was wearing underneath was a hoodie.
What? Really?
I never realized it was a
you
hoodie.
Never
I never knew it was a hoodie until he took it off and he switched the armor. Yeah. It just makes me want the Petey's hoodie that much more off of the Rooster Teeth merch. So
the Petey Pumpkin hoodie. Yeah, I want that hoodie too. But yeah, so.
Dear Rooster Teeth PR, please hit me up. I would totally wear that hoodie always, like, because I love Sean so much. Too pure for this world.
I basically only watched Chibi, but I have the general gist of what happened from osmosis on Space Battles. Nah, Griever, if you get the chance to watch like all of the seasons, and they're all available on Rooster Teeth for free, do it. It's worth it. I love that show. It's very good. So anyway, folks, that's it from us. We'll see you pups later. Actually, I'll see you guys later tonight because I got a Dead Island game getting ready to roll out for Carlos and Leanne.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're dragging Sissy and Carlos into that.
Well, me and Leanne played the hell out of Dead Island. Poor Carlos, who, from what he has told us, does not like jump scares. And there's a particular enemy that when you hear it, you start panicking because it's all over the place. You don't know where he's at. You don't know what turn you're going to turn, and he's there, and he's going to blow up in your face.
Yep.
So, anyway, bye, puppos.